Hey, this is Skylar with Regan. Let's get down and figure out what the heck happened yesterday with Chairman Powell saying he's potentially staying on the Fed. Let's first of all look at their statement. There were four dissents, the most dissents we've seen since 1992. That's a long time. And let's get down to this last sentence here. Voting against the action was Stephen Murin, who preferred to lower the target range a quarter point. Then we had Beth Hammack, Neil Kashkari, and Lori Logan saying they supported keeping the range, but did not support inclusion of an easing bias. They basically wanted to say, hey, we don't know, given the data, what we're going to do next. So then, if we look at policy and what the market was saying, this is the day before, this is Tuesday, April 28th. We had about, you know, 5% chance of a cut here, not a huge amount. We have about a third of a cut priced in over the next year. Not a big deal. If we go back just a couple months, the market was pricing in 2 to 3 Fed cuts over the next 12 to 18 months. Now, if we look at yesterday, after the announcement, there's actually a huge reversal here where we have about a half a cut, a half a hike priced in. Okay. So huge reversal day over day. We were commenting here internally, even before the announcement, this had moved. So that's wild. So then let's cut over real quickly to Powell saying, and what does he say at his press conference?
My term as chair ends on May 15. I will continue to serve as a governor for a period of time to be determined.
So he phrased it in terms of, if you listen to the press conference, he phrased it and said, hey, look, based on everything that's going on at the Justice Department, and they're still threatening to potentially pursue the Fed chair and the Fed as a whole, he's going to stay on indefinitely. Okay. He says short amount of time, but until this is all resolved. But what does that exactly mean? What it means is you have this person right here, Stephen Murin. He's still, his term has already expired. His term expired in January 26th, and he's saying he's going to stay on. Okay. So what the administration was hoping for was that the Fed chair was going to leave, Jerome Powell's going to leave. And again, this is the way it's set up. There's 7 governors. Okay. There's only 7 governors at a time. And the chair of the Fed has to be a governor. Okay. So right now you have Jerome Powell, who's the chair and a governor. His term doesn't expire for almost 2 years. But you have Stephen Murin, whose term's already expired, and he's serving out, until they find a replacement, i.e., he wants Jerome Powell to leave. Warsh will come in, take Powell's seat, and then Stephen Murin will either stay in, he could stay on indefinitely, really. That's what the rules say. But this is chess when the administration is playing checkers, where Jerome Powell, by staying on past May 15th or whenever Warsh comes in, is basically forcing the one dissenter who's dissented in favor of a cut, I think now 4 meetings in a row, he's forcing Murin out. And so what will occur is that Powell will eventually step down. And in order for Murin to come back or for someone to come back, they have to go through the approval process again. So I think Powell's playing chess here. He's doing this to kind of, have this interesting exit that's delayed in the name of the Justice Department investigation. But in reality, he's kind of sticking a dagger in the administration, i.e. forcing Murin out. Thanks.